They say this is a big rich town. They just come from the poor girl. Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. Yes, we are back. More power. Let me put my ear things on, y'all, because I have powers when I'm wearing my ears and stuff. But this is Power Book 2 Ghosts, Season 1, Episode 1. First of all, this is literally just a continuation of Power. The only difference is Ghost is dead. You know, Ghost is dead. Tommy's gone. You know, so it's just a show minus the people who dead. The show has good elements. Yes, it's going to be different, y'all. I couldn't do all the extra stuff. Y'all already know to like, comment, subscribe, to share, to follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner and all that goodness. And also, center yourself and relax, relate, release. Boom. The show has great elements to it. As I was watching it, some of the new characters, I look like, okay. Some stuff I was like, what? So, you know, let me just get on through it. I do suggest I'm going to try to get through at least episode 3. I feel like this episode, they were trying to introduce all the new characters who will be on this show in one episode versus maybe introducing them over 2 or 3 episodes. It was a lot. Bringing in old characters who would look like, oh yeah, he was, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. So, I mean, I'm going to give it 3 episodes before I can figure out, is they fucking with us or no? Okay, so again, it's a continuation of Power, but Ghost is dead. Dead. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? You know, they barely show Ghost in their preview of previously on Power. They show Ghost like one time when Tariq shot him and that was it. Okay, we got the same theme song. They say this is a big rich town. Yeah, I just come from the poorest part. Not poorest, poets. Get it together. I didn't get as happy to hear it. Even though I was happy to hear it, I still felt like, oh, they changed the graphics of the intro as well a bit because now it's about Tariq, him being in school, other cast or whatever. I'm like, I guess so. So we see Tariq at the school, getting ready, running around, trying to get ready. He got a meeting with the dean at 10:30, but first he has to go and meet up with Big Mama. Okay, meet up with Big Mama and Yaz, who I swear looked like she about 10. I'm like, how the fuck does she age? How is she older? I don't get it. How is she that old? But I mean, whatever. So they at the court because Tasha's court date is today. Because of course Tasha's in jail for murdering Ghost. Even though we know that Tariq did it or whatnot. And we then see her lawyer is none other than Tamika. Yes, former Attorney General Tamika is Tasha's attorney. Tasha in there with her little prison braids. Okay, her prison braids. Okay, we see Tamika got her hair done, nice little suit on and whatnot. Now Tamika, like you saying, your mama may go to jail. We don't know. We might have a good case. I'm not sure, but let's get in here. Now in court, like you know, she committed first degree murder. She don't deserve no bail. It was premeditated or whatever. Her ass need to stay in there. And Tamika, like you know what I'm saying, he was a monster. James St. Patrick was a monster. He beat his wife. He was under investigation for murder and drugs and traffic tickets and jaywalking, okay, and kite flying, okay, and not returning library books. He was under the investigation for everything, okay. And my client was the long-suffering wife of a psychopath, okay, and she knew she was next if she did not help herself out of the situation and kill him. Now the judge don't give her bail because again it's murder 1, okay, but again we gonna see what's gonna happen. So Tamika say, you know, don't worry about it, we got a little meeting in the champagne room of the prison cells or whatever. So we then see Tasha and the DA lady and Tamika meeting up in there, whatever, and they offer her 5 years. Tamika said, not on my watch, okay? She pulls out photos of Terry's dead-ass body, of Maria's dead-ass witness body, of Keisha's dead-ass body, which we know that him seeing Tasha killed Keisha, but I digress. But again, she's like, he killed all these people, and this is who we just know he did, not the ones we don't know he did. We know he killed other people, okay? He was a crazy person, and my client knew she was next, okay? Yeah. He killed. I was next. If I didn't defend myself, I just had to do it. So I need a better deal than this punk ass 5 years in prison. Come back when you got something better or whatever. So then she leaves and whatnot. Bam, bam, bam. We then see Tariq at school. Whatever. Stern there. I don't like Stern. Ain't never liked Stern. Ain't never gonna like Stern. But he's on the show. Okay, we know that he got Tariq into the school or whatnot. And so they meet with the dean or whatever. I'm so sorry, Dean. I'm late. Now, we know Tariq played this whole, I'm innocent. I didn't do nothing. I'm so nice and smart and a stand-up young black man whose parents are just assholes or whatnot. I am sorry. Please believe in me and whatnot. And so they're like, okay, you have to do this and that and this and that. We're going to have you in these special classes. And also, we're going to have you tutoring this star basketball player, which really means you have to do his homework. You have to do all his work for him, because if he don't play, you can't stay. I'm like, ain't that about a bitch? I guess so, whatever. But again, that's because Stern is paying for, I guess, Tariq's college education, whatever. And the basketball player is Ezekiel Cross, okay? That's his name. I don't know who he is yet. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Do you like basketball? He goes, Stern, of course he loves basketball. I'm like, that's so racist. The white man telling the black lady the black boy loves basketball. You don't even know Tariq. He could hate basketball, but I'm going to leave that be. So they also bring up how Tariq going to be staying in the room with Ezekiel to help him do this and that and all his work or whatever. So he then outside looking for the dorm he has to go to meet with some lady, don't know who she is, and he runs into Thought Pocket Gail. Now, I call her Thought Pocket Gail because she plays on the Oval. Her name is Gail on the Oval, and I've always called her Thought Pocket Gail. Now, on here, her name is Lauren, but I'm pretty sure I may possibly still call her Thought Pocket Gail because I like that name. Anyway, so she just runs into Tariq and kind of shows him how to get to the building he's looking to get or whatever. She also lets him know how, it ain't that many black folk around here now, you know what I'm saying? And I mean like black ones who will tell you about yourself, and not the fake black ones who be kissing asses of the white folks, okay? So you just know ain't that many of us round here or whatever. He then goes see the teacher, therapist or whatever that the dean told him to go see, because they feel like, his mom is in jail, his sister was killed, his daddy was killed, Big Mom ain't got no job, yes, always gone, we'll never see her, whatever. He may need somebody to talk to, so let's send him over there. And for Tariq, he like, I'm gonna go over here because it's a class I can take that will help me graduate sooner rather than later. Because remember, he can't get his inheritance until he graduates from a 4-year college. So even if he graduates in 3 years, it was a 4-year college, he can get that money, okay? So he's trying to do whatever he can, take as many classes and do whatever to graduate sooner to get that money or whatever. And so the dean lady, I think she's talking to the therapist, the teacher, the dean thought, it might be a good idea for you to talk to someone because of your life. The father's death, the mom in prison, okay, the job broke and this and that and that and this. So he's like, I'm good. I'm straight. All I care about is I need your class because I need to graduate faster to help my grandmother and take care of my sister. So can I do it, please? Well, it's a hard class. Even the test to get into it is really, really hard. You have to read this book and then discuss the book with us so we can know if you for real about this core study or whatever it is. So from there, he gets the book or whatever. So he has to read the book and then go talk to him in like a day or two. It's a thick ass book and whatnot. So Tamika goes to see Tasha. Hey Tasha, girl, the DA wants to give you this 4 years probation, okay? The charge is going to be dropped down to A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, but you're going to get probation, no jail time, because the politicians that James St. Patrick was working with want to keep his stuff under wrap. They want to keep it a whole secret. So, take this deal, because you won't get any better than this. But I need you to know if you are lying about what happened or whatever, if they can prove that you lie about anything, you will go to jail. I will lose my license and I can have that bullshit. Did you have help? Was there an accomplice? Was it only you who killed James St. Patrick? She's like, I didn't have any help. But Tamika is a smart fox, okay? She knows Tasha's lying. She's like, are you sure? Who are you protecting? Is it your son? She's like, no, it's not him. I'm not Tasha. Girl, you was a bad actress, okay? We knew you was lying, girl. Look, I am your attorney. No, you cannot lie. I cannot lie. You cannot lie for Tariq. I need you to be honest with me. You know what, Tamika? You're fired. So she fires Tamika because she doesn't want to snitch on Tariq. I'm like, okay, I guess. So then Tamika calls Tariq, like, your mama, she fired me. You know what I'm saying? She fired me because she's protecting someone. I think you know who it is. And I can't tell you who I think it is because of attorney-client privilege or whatever, but I think you know who did it. You. Okay, anyway, so she's covered with somebody, so you need to get her a good-ass lawyer and one who won't need her to be truthful in order for them to win. And who is that going to be? Well, in walks Davis McLean, okay? Played by none other than Method Man. I'm like, hey, Method Man. You a whole attorney? And so Tariq is watching him in court and seeing how he works. So Tariq wants to hire him. And he's like, hey, Davis McLean, I want to hire you to represent my mama because she killed my father. Well, they saying she did it and she needs an attorney. Oh, you're Tariq St. Patrick. Because again, everyone knows the case. He's like, yeah, I can't do that. Your mama went to jail, like she's guilty or innocent. She went to jail. They got this and that and that. This evidence, like I can't help her. Leave me be. He's like, look, I'm telling you, I want to hire you. So how much does it cost? He's like, okay, give me $500K up front, okay, in cash, cold hard cash, and then we can possibly talk about me being your mama's lawyer. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Now back at Big Mama house, Tariq is all in her in these boxes, like going through boxes or whatever, looking for something. We don't know what. He looking, and Big Mama like, Tariq, baby, we can talk. Well, where's she at? Big Mama. Boom. Okay, we're gonna get Big Mama a bit. Baby, we can talk about whatever. I know you may need some help. Okay, I know it's hard. Big Mama, all I need help doing is looking for what I'm looking for because I need my hair just to help you and my mama. So can you help me look for this stuff? I'm like, but what is you looking for? He's all looking for his mama's books of the daycare. And I'm like, for what though? What's going on? So then we see Tasha call or whatever. So, he on the phone with Tasha. He then asked her about the daycare. Like, wasn't there people who was always working with you, helping you out? You think they need some work? Meaning on the phone with the prisoners, he's saying, like, I need to use some strippers who was selling drugs for you to do that for me. She's like, no, Tariq, don't do that. Don't worry about me. I got a public defender, okay? You need to concentrate on school. And that's, promise me, boy, that you're going to work on school. And that's it. I'm like, Tasha, you made that boy a baby kingpin. He ain't going to listen to you the same way he ain't listened before. But I digress. It was what it was. I mean, he promised her he going to leave it be. But we all know Tariq's a liar. He lies all the time. So, I mean, he going to go out and try to sell drugs. Anyway, we then see Tariq. Tariq is not standing outside a nightclub. No, a strip club, looking for the stripper who kids Tasha used to watch. Because what? They sold drugs for Tasha. You know what I'm saying? And then the girl say, don't I know you? He's like, yeah, used to, my mom used to watch her kids. Oh, yeah. I told her we can't work because, her name was hot in these streets, so we can't really work for her. Like, my mom was in jail, okay? She's in jail for murder. So I need to know, if you want to make some extra money. Oh, you know what? I owe your mom a gift. I'll do that, however, but you have to have your own product. You need your own product, and we can do that for you. I'm like, who openly talks about drug selling in front of a strip club? I mean, maybe hookers and pimps. But, y'all don't have no private conversations. But, we don't really care. He gets back to his dorm room. And the white boy who was his, I think, roommate in the last season is now also at the school because the boy's parents is like bought a whole building there or whatever. He's a legacy kid or whatever. So now he's there too. So happy that him and Tariq can be there. They could be like, the lethal weapon, with Danny Glover. Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, like, except I'm not drunk. I'm looking like, do we need this? Like, do we need Tariq to have a Tommy with him? And I feel like that's what they like. They're giving Tariq a Tommy, but I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, so, old boy brings up how it was crazy how him and the girl Effie, had the whole issue. Remember, Effie turned Tariq in for them pills. Okay, so like, you know what? You got her number. I may need her number because again, he needs product. Okay, so he calls Effie and goes to the Effie. Effie got into, I think, Stanford, but he didn't got to her. I don't know how. He ain't got no car. What's going on? How is he getting around? Is he teleporting? Anyway, so he go to see her, and she's like, it wasn't anything personal with you. I'm saying I needed books. I needed books. I needed money, so I had to kind of get rid of my competition. You were my competition, so I got rid of you. And then but I did care for you. Like, I don't fucking trust you. I don't trust you. Leave me be. Whatever. I just need the product. And she gives him product. Aren't you gonna pay me? He's like, no. It's not big. No, it's not personal. It's business. I mean, who gives somebody a bag of drugs if don't ask for money first? You know what I'm saying? And why she acting as if she still likes him? You turned that boy in and got him expelled. That is very personal. But I'm like, let that be that. Let that be that. Anyway, we then see he goes for test day. You're gonna take this test to discuss this book or whatnot. So we then see the teachers, okay? And I don't know their names. It's white man, black woman. It's episode 1, y'all. It's too much, and it is 4:39 in the morning. So leave me be. So they talking to him about this book that he was supposed to read and discuss it. Now he starts discussing it, and they quickly find out he did not finish the book. Okay, but he comes clean about not finishing the book because he just didn't have time. Because again, they gave him the book maybe like 2 days ago. He didn't went to the prison thing. He didn't went and got some drugs. He didn't went and sing some strippers. You know what I'm saying? He's done all these things, so he didn't have all the time to read these books. He's done all. He went to Stanford. He did all that with no car or no scooty bike. So again, like, I just like the part of the book I read was this, that, and this. And so initially, black man teacher was not on board with kind of helping Tariq get into this gifted class that's already full or whatnot. But after listening to Tariq talk, he kind of changes his mind or whatever. So we then see how black man teacher tells white man teachers, I think we should help Tariq. Okay, I think we should. And then black woman teacher tells both white man teacher and black man teacher that, if he had enough time to read the book, he would have been good or whatever. His mama just got him in prison. His daddy just died. You know what I'm saying? He should get another shot because again, look at what he did in the short time that he had the book. Imagine if he read the whole book the whole time. And so white man teacher and black man teacher and black woman teacher agrees to give him another chance, girl. I had names down pat by like episode 3 or 4. We then see Tasha. Tasha's in jail, and her lawyer is the public defender. Girl, public defenders get a bad rap most of the time. I just don't get why they never have they files in a proper suitcase. Like, why y'all walking around with manila folders? Like, y'all ain't got no suitcase? So the DA comes in, with the confused public defender and tells them that Tasha can get 15 to 10 to 15 years or whatever because mainly they know you didn't shoot Ghost. Okay, how we know? Because the ballistics says someone who shot him was at least like 5'7" to 6'2", and you 4'9", so we know it was not you unless you shot that man on a step stool. Was you on a step stool, Tasha? No? Okay, then we know it's not you. Who shot him? It was Andre Coleman. It was his gun, and he helped me do it. I'm looking like he dead. Why you lying? But I'm like, whatever. So the DA said, I'm going to check out your story, and she leaves, and her attorney and say, you know what? You probably won't get a better deal than that, so you should probably take that. See, public defenders sometimes don't be caring. Take the deal, plead it out, and leave us be or whatever. We then see some weird that which I thought we didn't much need or whatnot. We see Cooper, we see Mock, and the Democratic dude Steven, okay, is talking in the office. I'm looking like, what's going on here? And they want Cooper to charge Tasha with a RICO case as a queen pin. I'm looking like, the fuck, where this come from? I'm like, why? Poor Kay. I don't understand. They mainly we need to keep anything negative about James St. Patrick quiet. So we need to blame her for all the stuff that they can say that he did, so it doesn't look as if the Democratic Party had this corrupt person running for lieutenant governor or whatever. And so, now Cooper is the U.S. attorney. And because he's the U.S. attorney, they want him to do this. But he's like, I can't. It's a local case. I can't. It's not my thing or whatever. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's seeing real stress. He's seeing real stress or whatever about them wanting him to do this or whatever. We then see he goes home to his family. And I'm looking like, why is we meeting Cooper? Why are we meeting Cooper's mom and daddy? We don't like Cooper at all. Where's Mary J. Blige? Why is we at this white ass dinner? What is going on here? Okay. Anyway, we see it's him, his mama, his daddy, some sister. It's the whole family. And he I am now the U.S. Attorney General of the Eastern District, and in New York or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Oh, that's so great, Nancy. I'm looking like, who the fuck is Nancy? Who's Nancy? Nancy? Is Nancy here? Who's Nancy? Is she not in the scene? Well, I think they were saying that Cooper Saxe is actually trans and used to be a female named Nancy, but now she's she goes by male pronouns. It was the weirdest. Look, I'm confused. I'm very confused. I need to see Cooper Saxe baby picture. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they were joking, saying that they used to call him a girl. And so, or if they were really saying that, he was born a woman and a girl and then eventually transitions to male, and they still joke. It was, because then Cooper then said, I don't know why y'all, this whole Nancy nickname. I'm like, so is he trans or no? That part, I don't know. I don't know, but it is what it is. Anyway, his daddy all happy because you done brought the politics and the name, the Saxe name, back to his glory. Okay, we then see his brother, his younger brother, saying like, you gonna fuck it up some kind of way. You always fuck shit up. I'm like, first of all, do y'all not know how much he has already fucked shit up? Okay, last season, and they don't know. He been lying to them and whatnot, okay? But again, baby brother, you always fuck up shit. So when you fuck up shit, I will help you and give you a job doing this or that or that or this. Which pisses Cooper off, but I'm like, we don't care because we don't like Cooper. So we then see he at home. No, he not at home. He went to see Tamika. This is after Tasha's fired her. He's asking her hypothetical questions because one, the DA people and the Democratic people want him to charge Tasha. He's like, what if someone saw someone else at Truth the night James got killed? And she said, look, if you know something or whatever, I would have to tell the police if they ask me. Okay, I don't know you, girl. I don't know you. Get out. I'm looking like, so what that mean? Was he a girl? I'm confused on what's going on with Cooper Saxe or whatever. But basically, he don't want to tell her that Tariq is basically blackmailing him. And we then find out that it was Cooper Saxe who told Tamika to take Tasha's case based on Tariq saying, do it or else. But Tamika don't want to know any details because she does not want to get drugged into it any further. She kicks him out. We then meet Tariq's new roommate, Zeke. Boom. Okay? This is Zeke. This is the guy who's playing basketball, whose homework Tariq has to do. He walks into their room. Zeke is fucking some girl, like, just with a headband on. I'm like, why? Is it hot? Cut the fan on, Zeke. Stop doing that or whatnot. So him and Tariq is not roommates. I'm like, it's fine. So they go to Zeke's family's house. Okay, it was Auntie Monet. Is it Monet or Monet? I'll figure out later. His Auntie Monet, his 3 cousins, or like his siblings or whatever, they're having a whole congratulations party because, again, he's in school. He's a big, basketball player or whatever at school. So it's like, congrats, yay, y'all, whatever. So we do meet, boom. It's like the sister. I don't know her name. Okay, but she's the sister of the mall or whatever, and Tariq likes her. Let's say that, it is what it is and whatnot, but that's her. I don't know what her name is. We gonna call her baby sister right now. Okay. We then see he walking around the house with a bathroom, and he then walks into the bathroom. Dude getting head in the. I'm looking like he's just getting head in the bathroom. Okay, fine. But I see. Oh, that's Woody McClain. Okay, that's Kane. Anyway, I love Woody McClain. He played Bobby Brown on the Bobby Brown stuff. He's played on Tales on BT. He's done all these good things and whatnot. He's a great actor. Anyway, so that's who's playing Kane. So they then outside or whatever, and they like, okay, it's about to be some bullshit because Kane was getting head by some other dude's girl, okay? And the other dude is not there looking for that girl who was giving Kane head, okay? And Kane like, I don't know what the fuck you want me for. And we then see Kane, okay? Now, this role, the craziness in his eyes for a fictional character is amazing to me. I like Kane. But I also like crazy a little bit. So anyway, so we then see Kane is outside kind of fussing with old girl's dude or whatever. But telling him like, dude, you better get the fuck on or whatever. And you can tell Kane and their family kind of isn't to be played with because everyone like, what is he? Is he dumb? What is he doing or whatever? So dude is dealing at Kane. Kane like, dude, go on out here somewhere. We then meet the other character who we're waiting to see. Auntie Monet. Is it Monet? We're going to say Monet right now. Okay, played by none other than Mary J. Blige. Okay, and Mary J. Blige and Kane is mother and son. Okay? And she come out like him saying, look, Zeke can help him. No, not Zeke. Kane can handle him. So Zeke, you going sad because Zeke, you are special. They are protecting Zeke. Zeke is in college. He plays basketball. So he's the protected cousin who they treat as a brother, okay? But Kane outside beating boys' ass, punched him in the face and whatnot. And Kane then says to his mama, he gonna be back. She's like, I know. It's okay. When he comes back, just handle it. I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? So dude come back with a whole gun, like, come on outside, Kane. Kane, come outside. He can't be in the house hiding away. And she said, he ain't had you behind you, about to blow your brains out. Kane come up with a whole goddamn, like a shotgun. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, and then the police roll up. But when the police rolled up, Kane just easily put the gun down. Okay, the police is like, oh, is everything okay? But they say it to Monet, Mary J. Blige, in the way of, are you okay? Because we don't fuck with you. You need us to handle this shit right here. Which shows she has power. And Tariq notices how she handled them and how they kind of respected her and stuff and whatnot. So then he leaves. Okay, so we know now that Monet and them and Kane and them and Sister Girl and them ain't nothing to play with. Okay, boom, pow, pow. So Tariq is now the strip club giving strippers drugs to sell they got from Effie. Okay, we see Tasha in jail crying because she's in jail. She's sad. Okay, Kane out here killing people. Kane then went and found old boy in a stairwell and Kane blew his brains out. I was like, okay, all right, Woody. Woody plays Slim on Tales, and I love that character. And I commented on his IG. I'm like, if Kane is like Slim, it's gonna be a part T. And he did respond back like him saying that would have been crazy. Kane isn't like Slim. He's better and worse in the best of ways and whatnot. It's real cute. Anyway, I was like, nigga, it shocked me. Because he shot him the first time. Dude was basically dead. He then shot him again. I'm looking like, you shot him again? He was already dead, Kane. Okay, and we then see Kane go to the car because his Mama Monet. Is it Monet? Moet? I don't know. Mary J. Blige drove him to kill him. And then she just wipes the blood off her son's cheek. Because, some blood, some brain matter got on him. I'm looking like, oh, she was the shits. Okay, we then see Tariq. Tariq meets up with Thought Pocket Gail just for them to discuss that damn book he was supposed to read. He's not read the whole book, and he feel like, the book makes it seem as if, the dude killed somebody and people was mad for this or mad for that. To me, they trying to explain Tariq killing ghosts. I don't get no fucks or whatever. I agree with Tariq saying, like, if somebody shoots someone, it's absolutely a choice, okay? And people then don't like so and so because they killed somebody. How we didn't like Tariq because he killed ghosts. Okay, boom, pow, pow. He do say he gonna go talk to the people about them books or whatever. He do go to the doctors, not the doctors, the teachers, black men, white men, black women teachers, and talk about the book, and he gets into the class. Boom, pow, pow. Okay, we then see Cooper Sacks. Cooper pops up at the meeting that he's having with, Thought like a Gail, and him and Tariq talk out back or whatever, and he tells Tariq that he was the one pulling the string to get his mama, that sweet deal of getting like probation or whatever. But, I don't know why she didn't tell the truth. He's like, because they want her to say who helped her. And she don't, I think it was Andre. He's like, it wasn't Andre. She has to do something or whatever. And he's like, look, all I know is I can tell the police that you were there too. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, what you want me to do? That's my only option, Sacks. No, don't do that. Look, your mom just needs to tell the truth. And that way, none of us have anything to worry about. But she's not going to tell the truth because, again, it was Tariq who killed him or whatever. So, it's like boom, pow, pow. I'm stop saying boom, pow, pow. We then see, because Tariq is trying to get money to raise to pay Davis, okay, the lawyer, whatever, but he ain't got all the money to yet. So he gets Zeke's phone because Zeke has a whole bunch of followers. He then posts on Zeke's social media that Davis, the lawyer, has graciously agreed to take his mama's case, and whatever, which makes Davis have to take it, or he looks like an asshole. So Davis on a boat on the ferry, whatever, he like, man, this little kid didn't kind of got me all into this shit or whatnot. And so he goes to talk to Tariq, who gives him like maybe 50 grand or whatever. And he like, you know what? I'll take her case for a week. That'll give you time to, get her a new lawyer. All I need is a week. I don't need no more time. That's it. Here's some money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My mom is innocent or whatever. And they trying to keep her there because she's protecting the shooter. And I need you to get her out and tell her that I am not afraid for her to say who the real shooter is. So tell my mom to come home or I'll say who the real shooter is. And I'm like, well, okay. So Davis goes to Tasha, tells her, like, look, your son, he knows some shit or whatever. And he wants you to be honest about what happened. So tell me what happened. Because then you can get probation. All of this will go away if you just say who the shooter is. Your son told me to tell you to come home because if you won't say who the shooter is, then he will. He said those exact words. He's like, yeah. That son of mine, he loves me so much. And we then see Nada in court. Okay, Tasha's in court, looking better than she was earlier. She got her wig on now. Okay, she dressed up. She's not in the cornrows in the prison jumpsuit. She looks presentable this time or whatever. And again, Tasha come clean. I never was honest earlier. I was saying how it was so and so and so and so. It was just me. I was afraid of who, of my accomplice or whatever, what he would do to me, whatever. So I'm going to be honest. The person who killed James, and the whole time she talking, I seen Cooper Sacks walk in or whatever. We then seen the DNC dude or whatever, and I'm like, okay, maybe she gonna say it was Cooper Sacks. Okay, maybe she's thinking that's what Tariq wants her to say. Tasha said the person who killed James was Tommy Egan. I say, bitch, you blame Tommy? You blame Tommy? And Tariq looked shocked. Okay, shocked. But because she said it was Tommy, like, wait, that ain't true. Then Davis, the lawyer, didn't say, no. The DA said that all my client had to do was name the shooter. She's done this, and we've already, done our thing. Sacks on the side, okay, and the lawyer do like him saying, here, you have to do this. They have the paperwork for them to charge Tasha as a queen pin, okay? And so he then shows the DA lady the paperwork, which would make them cancel her charges against, the one she's up against now. So they cancel those charges, which makes David say, no, we had a whole deal, like that can't be that. They're like, no, we're gonna, some things have changed or whatever. They then say, Tasha St. Patrick, you are under arrest for a queen pin and king pin and Rico this, and I'm like, what? What? Which makes Tariq, Mama, no. And Tasha's like, I'm not a fucking what? So Tasha's Tasha's shocked. Tariq is shocked. Davis is shocked. He's pissed. He's like, how do we go from this whole deal to y'all trying to charge her as a, y'all know she not no goddamn queen pin. Like, what the fuck? And Sack's hands is kind of just tied. He just had to do it. And then Tasha is arrested, rearrested for whole new charges. Girl. And so now Davis is pissed. We're gonna win this fight. We're gonna win this shit today. Tariq, what have you got me into? He's like, you know what? I got you into the biggest case of your life. And when you win, and you take down Cooper Sacks and the whole DA's corrupt ass office. He's like, kid, you owe me $450K. Because again, I'm on the case. And that's how, no. We know what to do. Because Tasha go back to her cell. And the guy like, well, come on, bitch. Tariq is then doing Zeke's homework. He then Googles Zeke's family and the kid's daddy, who was a drug person too or whatever. He then finds out they gangster and they in that life. Okay. And that was the whole episode. Is it better than the first 6 seasons? It definitely has the potential. I think as long as they stay the course, it'll work out. I hope they leave out some of these extra stuff that we don't need. Seeing the season preview, it looks interesting, you know. So I'm hoping it keeps that momentum. So we shall see. I mean, it's just power continuing. Like, it's not. I felt like it'd be a little bit different, but it's just power and Ghost is dead. That's all. That's it. And I keep thinking, how the fuck did Tariq, what was he running around school all day? In like 2 days, he went to all them schools, strip clubs, bought drugs, saw somebody having sex, saw somebody getting head, saw somebody get punched in their face. I mean, it was just so much. Just so much. And then he found strippers to sell drugs from. The fuck is he a girl? I don't know. Anyway, okay, I'm done. Peace.